Hey there, gang. Welcome back to Papa's Model Workshop. I'm Papa. This is my workshop. Okay, so this is take 3 for this video. Now, I did 2 videos this morning. It is now about 4:30 in the afternoon, and it is Saturday, November 1st. Welcome to November. Yesterday was Halloween. We had a great day out with the grandchildren, going around the neighborhood, getting lots of candy and stuff. And one lady came down the driveway and said she had some chocolates for the adults. So she handed out some goodies for the older people like me. And I got my Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. So anybody that gives me Reese's Peanut Butter Cups is a good friend of mine. So I got a new best friend in the neighborhood. All right. So why is this take 3? Okay, well, I'll tell you. Did my video this morning. And then about 15 minutes into that video, I had a sneezing fit. And I didn't think you wanted to see that. And I thought I had paused it. And guess what? The camera didn't pause. So the whole thing wound up on video. So I dumped that video because, trust me, you didn't want to see that. Take number 2 actually went very well. I was pretty happy with that video. And kind of broke my heart to dump that video, but I'll tell you why I had to dump it. And it actually went up. It was up this morning for about an hour, and a handful of people did end up seeing that video. It was the reveal for my USACC group build. And hey, Noah. Noah came down here. And you want to say hello to everybody out there? Yeah. Okay. Noah's checking everything out. Okay. Anyway, I revealed my USACC group build. I completed the USACC group build yesterday. And the video, as I mentioned, was up for about an hour. And somebody contacted me and said, Papa, you're not supposed to reveal the USACC build until the USACC build deadline, which is March 15th. So I felt a little bit stupid. Actually, I felt a lot stupid. So I apologize to all of the USACC builders in the community for posting my USACC build too soon. And as I said, I took that video down, and that's why video number 2 had to be taken down, and that's why this is video number 3. So, and again, my apologies. We certainly don't want to violate any of the USACC rules. Okay, so let me see. What do we have here besides Papa being a dunderhead again? I'm going to kind of go over the list that I had this morning. And this is from Justin West. He sent me a message, and he showed a picture in his message of a part that had black print on it, and he doesn't want that black print to be there. And he was asking, how do I get rid of that? He said that some of the methods that he tried just kind of made it worse. I think probably the best thing to do is to just, sand it off. I would start with something relatively low, like 320. And for those of you who are brand new to the hobby, what I mean by that is the lower the number on your sandpaper, the more grit it is, or the rougher it is. The higher the number, the more refined the grit is. And, so if you would start with a low number like 320, and then you would work your way up to smooth it out, because if you use 320 sandpaper or a sanding stick, it might leave a rough surface. So then you need to sand that rough surface out. And that's the reason why you go up in your sanding sticks to smooth it out. So I think that's probably what I would do. I think I would probably start with 320 to try to sand that out. The only other thing I can think of is if you have some putty. Tamiya makes putty. There are a number of manufacturers that make putty, and you could perhaps try to go over that with the putty. Of course, you would have to sand that as well. The one thing that you could do, because I know a lot of people do not have putty handy, is this is referring back to a video I did a couple of months ago, actually. It's where I took a, I don't remember if it was a Chevy or a Ford, but a pickup truck, and I intentionally scratched the roof. In fact, I'll tell you what, let me see if I can show you that truck. Hang on one second. Okay, I was able to find that truck, and this is the truck, okay? And here's the roof, right? See, pickup truck. And right here, where is my pointer thing? No, I don't want to use that. I guess I'm going to have to. I didn't want to use a dark purple against a dark purple truck because I didn't think it would show. It shows up. Okay. Well, anyway, right here, see? I'm going to hold this up real close. Right here is where I made that scratch. There was a real deep, it was more than a scratch. It was like a gash right there. Okay, and I did that purposely so I could show how you can do this repair. And what I did was I took some CA glue and some baking soda, and I put that right here where this scratch was, all right? Now, this sets up rather quickly, so you have to move along if you elect to do this method, all right, with CA glue and baking soda. And again, I sanded this after I put it in there, and after I got it sanded down real smooth, then I repainted it, and there you go. This is right. Believe it or not, this is right where it was. And as I said, this was a pretty good gash. And if you go back and search for this, you will find that video of me actually making the scratch. I think I made the scratch on camera. I can't remember, but you certainly saw the scratch. And then I did the repair job. So anyway, getting back to Justin's question, you can try that, if you don't have putty. And as I mentioned, if you do elect to do that, you have to kind of work quickly so the CA glue doesn't start to set on you. What I would suggest is test on a plastic spoon, plastic paper plate, maybe on a piece of, this was an old junk piece that I had. The grandchildren get into stuff and they mess things up, so this became junk. So if you have a piece of plastic somewhere that is deemed to be junk, you can test it on there first before going right to your build. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? William Brown sent me a message, and I don't know where William lives, but he said that he'll be traveling. I think he said it was in the summer. I'm not sure. But anyway, he said he'll be traveling, and he will be up in New England, Massachusetts in particular, and he wanted to know if he could meet me. I'm not really up in New England. I'm actually on Long Island. So in your travels, if you come across Long Island, drop me a note, and it would be my honor to meet you, sir. Let's see, Nori Davila. I think that's how you pronounce it. Davila. I guess it's Davila. Okay, if I'm mispronouncing these names, I apologize. Even Justin, his last name is West. So I'm assuming that the proper pronunciation on that is West. So again, I hope I'm not butchering these names, and if I am, I apologize. But anyway, Nori wanted to know about getting this hoodie right here that I'm wearing, Papa's Model Workshop hoodie. Okay, and you can go to the Spreadshirt store and look up Papa's Model Workshop, and you can get this hoodie there. You can get it in any color you want, any size, and you can get T-shirts, coffee mugs. They even have a tie-dye shirt there with Papa's Model Workshop on it. So go check it out. I will have a link on the Facebook side. I have not been putting that link on the YouTube side because I had some kind of a glitch. It wouldn't go. But But thank you to my son, Jimmy. I think he fixed that. So hopefully you will be able to just go right to the link that I hope will be on this video. If not, you can go to the homepage for my YouTube and go to the descriptions and it will be there. But hopefully it'll be on this video. Okay, and let's see. Bill Jones of the Long Island Auto Replica Society also sent me a message saying he would like to meet. Bill, I would love to meet with you. And I know that next Saturday, November 8th, a week from today, is when the Long Island Auto Replica Society show will be. And it is going to be at the Freeport Rec Center on Merrick Road, just west of the Meadowbrook Parkway, okay? And that's just south of Sunrise Highway, if you're familiar with the area. And again, that'll be next Saturday the 8th, 1 week from today. I will be there. And Bill, if you're there, I would love to meet you and shake your hand. And I certainly appreciate you checking in and asking to meet me. It will be my pleasure and honor to meet you. So while we're on the subject, we also have, this is a little bit further down the line, we have the Replicon show in March. March 28th. Yeah, March 28th. The Long Island Replicon show, and it will be in the same location. Okay, same spot as the Long Island Auto show will be. Okay, and then further than that, we've got NNL East about a month after that. NNL East is in Wayne, New Jersey. So if you are in the New York tri-state area, on April 25th, I think it is, right? April, April 25th, go check out NNL East. And NNL East is the biggest car model show in the country. It's a terrific time. If you're into this hobby, that is a must go to event at some point. So go check that out. Okay, what else do we have here? Edward Nash sent me a message. I showed 2 kits that just came in, and one was, let me see, it was this Mack Bulldog truck, okay, and the second kit was this French taxi. Now, how cool are these? All right, and I wasn't exactly sure of the date on either one of those. And Edward Nash, I guess he took the time to research the date on those, and he sent me a message, and it's a 1926 Mack Bulldog truck. I looked all over the box on both of them. I couldn't find a date, but Edward Nash says that's a 1926 Mack Bulldog truck, and he said that the taxi, that French taxi, is a 1905, and that's really right up my alley. Is those old time classic cars and trucks and so forth. I love that stuff, and that taxi. 1905. That's the furthest down the time tunnel. I don't think I have anything that is older than that. So remember the time tunnel? That used to be a great show. When I was a kid, I loved that show. Okay, so what else? Steve Chernow sent me a message. Now, if you saw, I think it was the video right before this, I had mentioned that I got a glue mark, actually 2 glue marks, on my USACC Build. One was a giant thumb mark, okay, that I got on the side, right on the driver's side door, and the other glue mark was on the rear window. Well, I managed to get the glue off of the driver's door. That took me a long time, and if you want to see the procedures, well, I didn't really show the procedure, but I described the procedure in the last video, so if you want to check that out, pull up that video. And on that rear window, I pretty much got most of the glue off, but what I had said in that video was I was going to order louvered, the louvers that go on the back window. So I did. I ordered those from Iceman Collections. They haven't come in yet. And I was kind of going back and forth. Should I make it like a semi-gloss color in black or maybe the purple? And Steve Chernow sent me a message. He said gloss purple would look great. So I'm really kind of thinking about doing exactly that. I think that would look pretty cool. But I won't be able to show it to you until March 15th. So you're going to just have to wait and see. But anyway, thank you to Steve Chernow for taking the time to send in that suggestion. Let's see. The other gentleman here is Chet Otto. Now, Chet was one of the people who did see the completed USACC Build, the 69 Camaro. And Chet told me the Camaro did not come out good. He doesn't like it. So actually, I'll tell you the honest truth. I actually appreciate somebody giving their honest opinion. So Chet, I appreciate the candor. Sorry you didn't like the build, but I do appreciate you taking the time to express what you truly thought. Okay, so that does it for this, I think. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pick something from back here for my next build. Yes, the Peterbilt wrecker is still back there. And I think I'm going to do the Peterbilt wrecker as a side build. So I'll circle around to it from time to time, and I'll do little bits and pieces until it's eventually done. But what I'll do is I'll have you maybe go over my stash with me, and maybe you can tell me what you think I should choose for the next build. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this camera off of the mount. And before I do that, by the way, I almost forgot. I mentioned a little while ago that I was hoping to get to 1,000 subscribers by Thanksgiving. Certainly, I think we'll get there by the end of the year. And I was going to give away a kit. So I had a choice of 3, okay? And the 3 choices were, let me see here if I can get these up here. A was the Audi, okay? The Revell, okay, I'm getting that into my vocabulary now, where I'm calling it Revell instead of Revel, because I had some people who contacted me and said, I don't like the way you say Revell. Well, I was saying it Revel. They didn't like that, so I'm calling it Revell now. And I've since learned that that actually is the correct pronunciation, Revell. So anyway, this is a Revell Audi, okay? So that was choice A. Choice B was this charger, okay, AMT charger, all right, I can't screw that up, AMT, and choice C was this NASCAR Monte Carlo, okay, that was choice C, all right, and I'll tell you, you all voted on the color for the USACC build, and that turned out to be a tie. Do you remember that? It turned out to be a tie. So what I did was I flipped a coin right here on camera, and that's how we came up with the silver, purple, and blue. We had, can you believe this? We had a tie on this also, right up to the very end. And at the very end, I'm talking about like with like a day or two left in the voting, all of a sudden, one pulled ahead and we had a clear-cut winner, and that clear-cut winner was the NASCAR. Okay, so this is the winner of the 3 choices that you all voted on for my giveaway when I reach 1,000 subscribers. So whoever wins this, well, whoever wins will win this. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. And this is going, I've mentioned this before, this is going to have to be for the lower 48 continental United States because the shipping costs just astronomical to start sending it out of the country. So, and the winner will be chosen randomly from my subscribers list. Okay. And hopefully, I'm I'm hoping that by about Thanksgiving, maybe around then, we'll reach that. But certainly, I think we'll reach it by the end of the year. I hope. Okay, so I'll tell you what. Let me take this camera off of the mount, and we'll take a look at the stash and see what we can come up with for my next build. So hang on. Okay, so this is my stash, okay? This is the backdrop that you see for the beginning of all of my videos, okay? And yeah, you know, Karen says that I have a huge stash. Now, for those of you in this hobby, you know, you probably know that in reality, in the context of what some others in this hobby have, this is really not that big of a stash. I'm not sure exactly how many kits I have here. It's a little over 100. I think it's about 115, maybe 120 kits that I have. Some of you folks in this hobby, you have hundreds. Okay, hundreds of kits, plural. All right. If you've ever seen Lucas C., he must have, he's got to have over 1,000. He's got to. So, you know, relatively speaking, all right, this is really not considered a huge stash. So let's kind of run over this. I'll start up here. These are my NASCAR kits. Most of these are J.R. Salvino kits, okay, except we've got one monogram over here. All right, so these are my NASCAR kits up here. I got a lone 442 sitting over here for some reason. And then down in here are my trucks, okay? And I love this Apache right here. And I've got, you know, more over here, okay? And I got one hiding right there, okay? And these are my big rigs down here. Okay, and I've got, why is this sitting here? I don't know, but I've got this Model T, a 1913 Model T. All right, I just mentioned that French taxi cab is 1905, and that's the oldest one. But this 1913 Model T comes close, but the French taxi cab takes the prize. Down here, I have my favorite category. These are the old classics. These are my favorites. I love these. Okay, and lots of cool stuff here. I got this one at N&L East, I think. What else? I got a couple of these I got from, I think the Duesenberg I got from N&L East also last year. Yeah, I got a Bugatti down there, okay, and and down here, let's take a look down there. Well, I just showed you the French taxi cab and the Mack Bulldog, and I've got that 1940s fire truck down there, and another big rig, and even a biplane is sitting in there. Can you see that? Okay, and let's come on up here to my Tamiya kits, okay, and I really kind of like this GT right here. I was thinking of that GT maybe in a candy red, or maybe this McLaren in a candy red for one of those two. Okay, I think that would look really cool. And I've got a Porsche up there. Actually, I've got two Porsches up there. There we go. There's the second one. Okay, and I've got an AMT Shelby sitting in there with the Tamiya kits. There's a Lotus. That is Jason's fault from Blue Ox channel. He showed this on his channel a while ago, and I absolutely loved it. And well, you can't see it because Amazon stuck a address patch on the front and kind of ruined the front, but that's what it looks like right there. But anyway, Jason on the Blue Ox channel showed this and I fell in love with it, so I had to run out and get this. So this is Jason's fault that I had to run out and get this. What else do we have up here? We have some Mustangs up here. Okay, there's a 442. All right, and yeah, various muscle cars and so forth. Here's some more muscle cars down here. All right. A couple of Corvettes mixed in there. I just got this one about a week ago. I just got that. And our Chevelle, or Charger. That's a Charger. Sorry about that. There's the Chevelle down there. Oh, no. That's also a Plymouth. I'm getting my cars mixed up. Okay. So down in here, this kit is rather cool. I like this kit a lot. And what else do we have here? There's the Chevelle right there. Okay, and let's see here. Now, my friend Steve Chernow, who I mentioned a minute ago, I think he's got this kit right here. I know he bought a Thunderbird, so he either has this kit or maybe this kit. Okay, this is an AMT Thunderbird. So I would guess he either has this one or this one. So let's see if we can get him to his workbench and get him started on his T-Bird. Maybe he'll even make a YouTube channel. And this is, a continuation of some of my other muscle cars and so forth. This Pontiac GTO, I like that an awful lot. I could see that being like in an orange color. I have a Turbo Dork orange. It's called Fahrenheit. I don't know why they call the orange color Fahrenheit, but that's what they called it, and I think it would look really cool on this car. And we'll continue down here. Just showed you that. Just showed you that. Okay, what else? What else do we have here? We have. Excuse me. You know what it is. This chair is in the way. Let me move this chair out of the way. Hang on, guys. Okay, got that chair out of the way. So we can come down here and take a look at all of this. Okay. This is pretty cool. I just got this recently too. Isn't that neat? Trying to do this and get the glare out of the way. And this cabriolet down here is also really pretty neat. All right. And now this kit I got from Men at Arms in Middle Island, and I got that just recently, and I have a picture of me in his hobby shop, and I even took a picture of Jim. That's on my Facebook page, and I was just there about an hour ago, as a matter of fact. And when I put this back on the camera mount, I will show you what I picked up there. So anyway, yeah, that's my stash. So give me your thoughts. What do you think I should do next? Okay, since I just wrapped up that USACC build. And I'm going to put this back on the camera mount, so hang on. Okay, we're nice and steady now. We're back on the camera mount instead of me bouncing around with the camera. So, yeah, this is the kit that I just got. Just got this an hour ago. Okay, this is the new Mobius kit. All right, pretty cool. So we'll add that to the stash. I don't know. Maybe I should do that next. Here's that Turbo Dork color that I was talking about for that GTO. All right, isn't that a great color? And this is, let me see, this is on a black base. See, I write down, all the information, what the base color is and so forth. And I have the mixing ratios, and I thin this with, I think the 4011, the Createx 4011 is what I thin this with. But yeah, great color. I think that would look great on that GTO. This is also a pretty good color for that GTO. This is a Pro Scale. I think this is Atomic Orange. Yeah, Atomic Orange. Okay. And you know what? I ordered this. Well, I shouldn't say I just ordered it, but this was maybe, I'm going to guess 3 months ago. I ordered some more of this Atomic Orange from ProScale, which is located over in the UK. They sent me an email and they said it was stopped at customs. They wouldn't let it in, and they sent it back. And I just thought that was really strange. And you want to know something? In this day and age, I just wonder, okay? This is called Atomic Orange. I wonder if somebody saw the word atomic without really looking any further than that and just rejected it. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, Atomic Orange by ProScale. That's a great color. And I'm running low on it. Now I can't get it. This would look great on that McLaren, I think. That Tamiya McLaren or that Ford GT. This is candy red. Okay. And this is also a really nice color, I think, for either one of those two builds. All right. This is a Tester's Enamel. Metallic blue on a black surface. Well, I think that would look really kind of nice also. So anyway, that's the story. And again, I'm going to offer my apologies to the USACC community for posting my completed USACC build ahead of time. Again, I took down that video and I took down the pictures on the Facebook side too. So I tried to wipe the slate clean, and those pictures and videos were up for a very short time. The pictures on Facebook, I think, were put up yesterday, so they were up overnight. But the YouTube video with the reveal was only up about an hour or two at the moment. I don't think it was quite 2 hours. I think it was less than 2 hours. So anyway, my apologies about that. As I said, a week from today is the Long Island Auto Replica show. I will be there, and my next task, aside from picking my next build, is to choose what I am going to take to that show. One of my cars that I think I'm going to take is this 29 Mercedes. Okay, I love this car. I've taken it to a few shows, and this is a Lindbergh kit, or was from a Lindbergh kit. This thing fought me tooth and nail. I mean, I'm telling you, this thing jumped up on the workbench and put up its dukes and fought me. But I won. See, I got it put together, and I won that one, and it's going to be going, I think, to the Long Island Auto Replica show next Saturday. I will likely bring my Del Rey. If you've been following the channel, you saw me build a Del Rey about a month ago. I'm thinking maybe I'll bring my 71 CUDA. I also did that on the channel. Oh boy, that must have been about a year ago, maybe a little bit longer. So I may bring that. I haven't made up my mind. And I will, well, I got to find out. Can I bring my USACC build? I'd like to bring the USACC build, but considering that you're not allowed to review, I don't know. You know what? I'll have to look into that and see if it's against the rules to bring the USACC build to a show. Let you know. And if I can't, then I will have to choose something else. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Let me throw a shout out to my sponsor, Gallery. Okay, and as you know, anything that you get from Gallery, that includes their Kaleido paints, okay, you get a 10% discount if you put in my discount code. There it is, PPMW, all right, at checkout. Put that in, and you get 10% off the whole deal. I mean, if you buy a few things, all right, you bundle it all up, and you got a whole shopping list full of stuff, you get 10% off the entire deal, okay? So use the discount code. That's actually a pretty good deal. Also, like I said, if you want to get a hoodie, sweatshirt, t-shirt, anything that you want, check out the link for a Spreadshirt, and you will go to my store and you will get to see all of this great stuff. If you want to get a shop card, there's my email address right there, okay? And if you are a content creator and you want to swap shop cards, there is my mailing address right there. Okay. Don't forget to set your clocks back tonight, okay? Daylight savings time ends tonight. Well, actually 2 a.m. tomorrow. Hello, Noah. Noah's back. So anyway, yeah, so 2 a.m. tomorrow, but I set my clocks back tonight. So actually, I already changed all the clocks back in the workshop already. So don't forget to change your clocks. All right. So I will see you all in the next video. Thanks a lot for tuning in.